Pass it goes for McDavid. Another great cut. With the net. Near goal! Leon Draisaitl.
Poise. Precision. Polish. That's 50! Leon Draisaitl.
They're at it again. Draisaitl from McDavid.
A player for the ages. Now Draisaitl with McDavid. 2-on-1. Draisaitl cross. One-timer score! 1,000! Here's Draisaitl. Waiting. McDavid. Shadowed by Forsberg. Shoved him free. One-timer score!
Dangerous players on the ice creating dangerous plays. And this is an absolute beauty of a pass by Connor McDavid.
It's going to be a breakaway for the win. McDavid in on Ersson. Denied! What a save, Ersson. Center pass, Draisaitl shoots and scores! Finally carried in by Ekholm, but now the penalty to Copp is over. He's on the ice. We've got 4-on-4. McDavid to Ekholm. He centers. Tip-toe by Draisaitl. He wins it again in extra time. It's Edmonton 3, Detroit 2. Draisaitl on his birthday. They'll change. New York can't do it. They've got Draisaitl and McDavid against the tired Pollock, and Draisaitl scores the winner. Leon Draisaitl for a third time this season. Draisaitl and McDavid. Draisaitl looking for victory. Over to Bouchard. He's going to back off. McDavid again celebrating, ditching off. Draisaitl scores! All it took was 18 seconds. Skinner scrambling down and out. Now McDavid will challenge Lyubushkin. He'll get it on net. A backhand score! Over Archer.
This puck just pops to a nice job right here. Nugent Hopkins sends him in motion for McDavid. He puts it through Lyubushkin. And then all he has to do is get himself around maybe the best in the league at doing this. He can swim people.
So it's a power play, basically. Here's a quick chance. And now McDavid, quick chance. And there is the power play goal. Draisaitl hammers it home. Edmonton, more pressure. McDavid spinning, centering. Draisaitl stone short side. Hyman. Draisaitl. Ekholm, a blast, redirected. There's McDavid, and he scores. Put it right underneath the bar, and Edmonton regains the lead. Only 3 other teams have done that in the history of the league. Here's McDavid shooting and scoring. Beating Anderson cleanly. Bar and in. Bouchard will give it right back to his captain. Draisaitl to McDavid to the net. Stopped, and it trickled through Anderson. Second goal of the game for Connor McDavid. Bouchard to Arvidsson. Nifty play to Draisaitl with Letang back. Draisaitl fires and scores.
Never really looks over at the goaltender the whole time off the bar and in. That's a hard one to stop for anyone. And Leon Draisaitl gets his team on the board. Never looks that he's going to shoot. The youngster probably thought he was going to pass it. And bang, it's in the back of the net before you know it.
Deliver a perfect pass to Draisaitl. Play onside. Draisaitl's in, shoots, scores! Short side on Saros.
Under 10 seconds to go on the power play. Draisaitl fanned on his pass. Now he steps around Oman. Back to Ekholm. Here's Draisaitl, side of the net. McDavid cuts in front. Hyman backhander stop. Draisaitl scores on the rebound.
With Connor McDavid gaining access at will, it seems. But this is where they've had problems executing, making plays under pressure, winning puck battles, and keeping that play alive. Well, on this one, they were determined.
Now you've got Draisaitl and McDavid 2-on-1. Draisaitl tried to flash it across. And the Senators were playing pass and were able to break it up. Great play at center ice by Henrique. And now Draisaitl backhand score from McDavid. That came off the boards, and it's a 2-on-1. Draisaitl and McDavid. McDavid backs and Draisaitl, he scores. As Edmonton wins over the New York Rangers have led to greater success. McDavid steal. Waits, shoots and scores. Poise, precision, polish. And now it's Draisaitl firing a dart for McDavid, trying to get around Severson, who again got a stick on the puck. McDavid, beautiful beat, backhander score. Draisaitl buries it from McDavid. And off the draw, it's pulled out of there by McDavid out to Bouchard. 5th power play opportunity of the game for Edmonton. One-timer score. McDavid his 4th assist. Draisaitl his 2nd goal of the game, and that may do it. And that is for about a 2-year period being the only right-handed player on the Detroit Red Wings. Here's McDavid splitting defense, scoring over the right shoulder of Vasilevsky, and that one will count.
This time, he doesn't go to the backhand. This time, he elevates, fakes backhand, brings it back quick, up over top of the blocker's side.
Ekholm hits a cutting Draisaitl instead. Over the line. Locates McDavid. One-timer Draisaitl, and that went off the goalpost. Rebound shoveled, but not out. Ekholm. McDavid. Jittering. One-timer score! Draisaitl. Made no mistake that time, and Edmonton right back in it. Around the boards. Byfield. Forked it back. Moore got caught flat-footed. Here comes Leon Draisaitl. Steaming toward the net. Pulls up. Drags. Waits. Dishes. One-timer save. Score! Near stop. McDavid buried it. Here's McDavid. Shimmies to the left. He had a couple of power play looks in the first. A drive by Draisaitl. Save. Rebound. McDavid scores. And this game is tied. McDavid's 20th. Spin move on Natchez. Crossing. Draisaitl. Beautiful move. A shot tonight. Rebound. Score. From his knees. That's 40. Ekholm. Lining it up. McDavid. Drag move to Draisaitl. One-timer score.
To stay with it and thread that one through while he's navigating through two players, just incredible in that position where you can get called for a hold. He does.
That's a young player just making an inexperienced mistake. Draisaitl, will he pay for it? McDavid making sure he does. Scores! D'Angelo got on top of the rebound, involved to the net, and Picker picks it off. And it's McDavid and Draisaitl for the victory! He scores! Leon Draisaitl! Edmonton 2! New York 1 in overtime. Knocked it away from Frost, and now Draisaitl races toward the net, shoots and scores, and we are tied. That's 50. Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl looks up ice. He's got Jeff Skinner, Bouchard to the net. Trailer Draisaitl fires and scores. Leon Draisaitl, number 51, wins it for Edmonton. Hands off to McDavid. Back to Draisaitl. Waits. Nugent Hopkins. McDavid redirects in front. Stand up. Draisaitl scores. Series tied. Edmonton 4. LA 3. In overtime.
Draw the penalty to lead to this power play, Connor McDavid. It's the wrister by Nugent Hopkins, redirected by McDavid, the chop by Perry, and Leon Draisaitl. And the Oilers come from behind once again and tie the series on a goal by Leon Draisaitl, who just puts this upstairs to win the game.
Hyman has hit the crossbar. McDavid a goal post here in the OT. McDavid beats one man to the net. Draisaitl scores!
Watch this play by Corey Perry, the grizzled veteran. Skate to stick, and he finds McDavid with speed. And I mean, there's no chance for Jack Eichel, who's caught flat foot right here. Outside, inside, you're not going to slow down McDavid. Sells the shot, boom. What a pass over to Draisaitl, and he converts.
McDavid in flight. Over the line, through. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Kicks it back to Bouchard. Back to Nugent Hopkins. McDavid in front. Scores! Leon Draisaitl. Game 1 hero.
97-29. You get chased into the outside. You miss your responsibility. And on the tape and off of it before Bobrovsky can even get across. The power play looked like it might not be able to finish this game off. Instead, it's Draisaitl ending game 1 in Edmonton's favor.
McDavid here on the right side. Watched there by Ekblad. Now Draisaitl takes over. Brings back to the captain. With a move to the inside. To Forsling. Got a stick on that. Across it goes for McDavid. Another great shot. With the dot. Goal! Leon Draisaitl. They're at it again.
You can't predict what McDavid is going to do, but so many different ways and moves. A curl and drag. There's even a stick in the way, and he pulls it around like they do, and they're off ice workouts around the body through the stick of Lundell. Give it to Connor, have him drive the lane, and here's the end result, like you've seen so many times.
But Colson, nice pass across. Here's Draisaitl. Here's scores! Leon Draisaitl's won it in game 4 for the
the Oilers, and the series is tied at 2.
Oh, man.